この星に眠る未知のエネルギー、精霊。その力は人間には強すぎた。
死よりも恐ろしい氷雪の痛みを味わいたくなければ諦めなさい。
ここで諦めたら誰がこの戦争を止めるんだ!
Our Last Crusader The Rise of a New World is a new aired anime of fall 2020. A Japanese light novels. Anyway, I am honestly really pleased with how the anime is going. Love the animation, characters and the slow brewing romance. It might be a bit cliché, but I honestly don't care. I am enjoying myself. Our Last Crusader The Rise of a New World takes place in a fantasy universe where two factions, namely, the Empire, consisting of humans, and the Nebulous Sovereignty, consisting of astral mages, are at war. One fateful day the humanity's strongest soldier and Nebulous's second princess meet, and even as enemies they share the mutual vision of ending the war peacefully. Since their first encounter, the circumstances continuously conspire to bring them together.
火星人の襲撃で東京が陥落したという話です。ここも危ない。
私は冬季故郷たるあの星と友好的な関係を望んでいます。
姫様、誰よりも平和を望んでおられた方だったのに、今すぐここを離れよう。ミサイルが来る。
The revelation of a hypergate on the moon once permitted mankind to transport to Mars. The individuals who decided to settle there uncovered an innovation unmistakably further developed than that of their home planet, which they named Aldno. This revelation prompted the establishment of the Ver's Empire of Mars and a statement of the battle against the Terrans, the individuals who remained behind on Earth. Be that as it may, a fight on the moon, later called Paradise's Fall, caused the hypergate to detonate, wrecking the moon and driving the two planets to build up an uncomfortable truce. Their tranquility was a delicate one, be that as it may. After 15 years, secondary school understudy Inaho Kazuka witnesses the plotted the death of the Ver's Empire's Princess Asalem Ver's Illusia, who had come to Earth in order to repair the connection between the realm and its country. The truce is broken, and the Martians pronounce battle on the Terrans by and by. Despite this outlandish foe, Inaho and his companions should now battle against the Ver's Empire to settle the war unequivocally. Both shows are good at displaying slow-paced romance. The protagonists have little understanding for each other in the beginning, but that progressively changes as they get to know each other better and develop feelings for each other. Both shows are good at displaying slow-paced romance. The protagonists have little understanding for each other in the beginning, but that progressively changes as they get to know each other better and develop feelings for each other. After a long and slippery excursion, our hero, at last, shows up at the Dark Lady's manor, just to end up being requested assistance. The hero clarifies how the war that the evil spirits have brought upon the people have executed thousands and placed more in hopelessness. The sovereign of devils anyway contends that this war has made the human culture unite as one and demonstrated exact proof of how it has expanded populace, expanded creation, supported economy, and improved society generally. After a long and slippery excursion, our hero, at last, shows up at the Dark Lady's manor, just to end up being requested assistance. The hero clarifies how the war that the evil spirits have brought upon the people have executed thousands and placed more in hopelessness. The sovereign of devils anyway contends that this war has made the human culture unite as one and demonstrated exact proof of how it has expanded populace, expanded creation, supported economy, and improved society generally. We lay our scene in the reasonable Dahlia Academy, where two nations, both the same in nobility, met up. The dark doggies of the eastern nation of Tawa and white cats of the Principality of West have a long-standing fight. Romeo in Yuzuka and Juliet Persia, heads of their separate quarters, appear to be harsh adversaries. In all actuality, in any case, Romeo and Juliet are pitifully infatuated, however, uncovering their relationship would call upon the fury of every one of their friends. They conceal their adoration to look after harmony, however, a covert relationship implies they pass up a significant number of the exercises couples will do. As they develop nearer together, Romeo and Juliet must deal with the way that staying quiet about their relationship may end up being unthinkable. Akagami no Shirauki High and Our Last Crusade, or The Rise of a New World are both about unexpected romance. The duo who falls in love has trust issues in the beginning, but their love flourishes, even though they are from completely different worlds. The main heroine, Shirauki, a teenage herbalist in the kingdom of Tanmaran, is a cheerful girl with very unique red hair. Her life suddenly turns upside down when she gets noticed by a prince, who orders her to become his concubine. Shirauki refuses to do so, cuts her hair, and escapes into the neighboring kingdom of Clarines. Whilst hiding, Shirauki runs into a prince named Zed who got poisoned by an apple meant for Shirauki. She quickly aids the prince thanks to her knowledge of herbs, poisons, and antidotes. Shirauki joins the prince on his journey back to the kingdom and decides to follow her own dream, to become a proper court herbalist without Zen's help. Can the two become more than friends with such a huge difference in their social status?
Throw down your bow. You may call me Eleonora Vultaria. Your turn.
Lord Tigra Vermid Vorn.
Very well. From this day forward, you are now my property.
In a dream variant of Europe, a battle between foe nations is blending. One of these nations, Jted, has its 7 areas administered by war maidens, known as Vanitas. Outfitted with ground-breaking winged serpent-cut weapons, Eleonora Vultaria, one of the Vanitas, dispatches an attack against their neighboring opponent nation of Brune. Ultimately, Tigravermid Tiger Vorn, a youthful toxopholite and the lord for Brune's locale of Alsace, has his whole armed force obliterated at Elin's hands. In an odd spot of occasions, Elin saves Tiger and provides him the request, "Gotten mine." What could be the importance of this new coalition? Adjusted from the light novel Compassed by Tsukasa Kawaguchi, Maiden no Uda Vanitas, is an epic experience loaded up with complex war strategies and delightful ladies. Caught in a global clash, Tiger and Elin are cleared up in a war loaded up with dim insider facts, schemes, and debasement. No Game No Life is a dreamlike satire that follows Sora and Shiro, shut in neat kin, and the web-based gamer pair behind the unbelievable username Clear. They see this present reality as simply one more inferior game. In any case, an odd email moving them to a chess coordinate makes a huge difference. The sibling and sister dive into a powerful domain where they meet Tet, the god of games. The secretive god invites Sora and Shiro to Discord, a reality where all types of contention, from insignificant quarrels to the destiny of entire nations, are settled not through war, but rather by the method of high-stake games. This framework works on account of a central standard wherein each gathering must bet something they consider to be of an equivalent incentive to the next gathering's bet. In this unusual land, where the general thought of humankind is diminished to a piece of cake, the impassive virtuoso gamer couple of Sora and Shiro have at long last discovered a genuine motivation to continue messing around, to join the 16 races of Discord, rout Tet, and become the divine forces of this new, gaming is everything world. Using weapons. Named Coats, these individuals study and train at the esteemed Hagen Academy to become mage knights. Among the understudies is supposed disappointment Iki Kurigane, the Solef evaluated blazer. In any case, when the most exceedingly terrible understudy in the institute sees Stella Vermilion, a positioned blazer who additionally turns out to be a princess, exposed, she moves him to a duel with desperate stakes. The failure turns into the captive of the champ. There's no conceivable way that Stella can lose, correct? Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry follows the tale of Iki as he attempts to demonstrate his solidarity to a world that trusts him to be the most vulnerable, at the same time increasing new companions, insight, and experience. Striking trepidation into the hearts of humans, the demon lord Satan starts to overcome the place that is known for Entisla with his huge devil-armed forces. Be that as it may, while setting out on this merciless mission to assume control over the landmass, his endeavors are thwarted by the legend Amelia, compelling Satan to make his quick retreat through a dimensional gateway, just to land in the human world. Alongside his faithful General Alciel, the devil winds up abandoned in current Tokyo and promises to return and finish his enslavement of Entisla, that is, in the event that they can discover a route back. Feeble in a world without wizardry, Satan accepts the appearance of a human named Sadao Mayu and starts working at McDonald's, a nearby drive-through joint, to make a decent living. He before long understands that his objective of overcoming Entisla is simply insufficient as he becomes resolved to ascend the professional bureaucracy and become the leader of Earth, each fulfilled client in turn. Regardless of whether it's low-maintenance work, family unit errands, or essentially attempting to pay the lease on schedule, Hataraku Mayu-sama presents an entertaining perspective on the most unremarkable parts of regular daily existence, all through the eyes of a hapless evil spirit ruler.
スターバーストストリーム
The first one is obviously is Sao. It's the first anime that will come to mind of most anime fans. Our Last Crusade has quite a lot in common with Sword Art Online, as might know both of them are sword fighting anime. Moreover, if you take a closer look at both of the main characters, you will find a lot of similarities between Kirito and Asuna. It is 2022, and gamers have arranged the release date for Sword Art Online, a long-awaited MMORPG that lets players associate with a vivid, augmented simulation world with extraordinary protective caps called nerve gear. Kirito is one such gamer who's anxious to hop once more vigorously, having invested a lot of energy as a beta analyzer, and rapidly becomes companions with beginner champion Klein. However, soon, Sword Art Online's 10,000 players find that in addition to the fact that they can't log out, yet the main way they can revisitation their actual bodies is likewise by beating the 100 level pinnacle's last chief, demise in the game methods passing in reality. Presently, with nobody else to go to, Kirito and different members must endure the game decently well. Do you guys enjoyed the list of top 10 anime similar to our Last Crusade, or the rise of a new world, or find a new anime to watch? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell for more anime content like this. Take care and I'll see you on the next video. See ya.